Hello everyone and welcome back to Satisfactory. We're gonna finish up the production of singularity cells. Well, that's my plan. But you see behind me, I've been working on a manufacturer blueprint that I can put. I have it all being fed from the bottom and a down feed from the top with, I guess, some superhero coloring, but just to make it distinct. But yeah. So we're gonna head up top. I believe I have the Sam took care of. I don't need that. I need my inventory. Thank you. Had to do a small little change. The drones was actually running out of fuel. Turbo fuel was not enough, so I had to go over to the plant, make a drone taking aluminum from there over to the fuel, the rocket fuel generators. It packages it and brings it back over here, which puts it down. I have too many drones going to that port, so I figured I might as well just have it bring it over. Yes, very inefficient of me. I will change that later. But yes, the drones actually were running out of juice. These drones were eating everything. So then I had to convert it to rocket fuel, so we had a better use per, and it seems to be working. I mean, everything was running out of fuel. Like the nuclear plant, the main base, everything was running out of turbo fuel. So we flipped it to rocket fuel. And yes, the ammo clip is now 100. Put a mod in to increase everything because I was tired of it reloading every 2 seconds. Anyway, so here we are. We got our concrete. We got our dark matter crystals. This thing is going pretty good. It actually has a stockpile of reanimated SAM, which is amazing. Some of these are actually full. Again, amazing. We got fuel burning superbly. Like 0.2 to 0.056. I thought about making a battery plant, which I did. I do have a blueprint on one, and I set it up, and I didn't like it. I decided just to go with the rocket fuel. It could up it even more for ionize, or really I can, like, I figured if we already have rocket fuel and it's a hair better than batteries, just a hair, that's good enough for me. We'll just use that. So now I got a bunch of batteries in my pack that I can get rid of. But the main thing I want to bring, manufacture. Oop. Want to bring down everything here, bring it around and in. I'm gonna bring this down over, and now with this, oh, this isn't the one with the, oop, might have to go to the other blueprint. I literally just clicked on the same blueprint. Yeah, here's the one with the beams. So I can put this down, flip this to auto connect, and then I can just spam over and then work out what needs to be for the singularity. Now these all need to be copped up, which drastically modifies everything. 500 concrete, so that's 2 belts plus a little bit left over, which needs to be put down to the end. Or 2 machines off of 1 belt. So yeah, so I'm gonna tinker with this a little bit. Then we got the 1200 belt there, and the 200 belt over there. I know this seems to be going good, and we have our manufacturers all ready to go and already producing. Pretty freaking amazing, if you ask me. Real tricky part was the actual concrete Was I have to do the math, and then you have 200 left. So then I had to throw in another. Oh, I had to bring in this one, which in turn fills these up, which then brings in the last 601 and around and feeds these two. So everything should be at 100% efficiency, and we should be producing 154, 155. My numbers on the Satisfactory modular said 150 per minute, so that's actually really good. That is superbly good. But alien power matrix. We're actually going to ship these all back. I already have the belt set up and the train. We're just gonna paint that gold. But I don't have the train set up yet, but because I don't have a return, I don't have a drop off over there. So we're gonna actually just easily. I do have some in my inventory to do the. So we're just gonna put that in there. Get rid of this. Tons of open space here, but I'm gonna leave this here because we might need to expand this, and I will discuss that later. But let's head back to base. We'll just take the cannon. There is a lot of stuff not being used, but I may need to venture back and get the plutonium facility up and running because we're actually running out of power again. So we may need to get the plutonium rods getting used instead of just sunk. But it seems to be working pretty good. I don't have any more issues. I did have to go around to every SAM point and put, or I should say every drone point and every train station and put a buffer box. That seems to help out immensely. That the miner can just keep chucking along. But where do I want to bring these in? I do have space up there. I do have this entire stretch down here. I do have this rung over there, which I did a little tweak because I'm going to put a blueprint over there of an alien matrix facility on that side, and it put this little cheeky this little train, so if anybody, they could just bail through here if they need to. If there's a train dropping off, they can just whoop and just be done with it. So we're gonna put a train station probably on this stretch here to drop off to a pad that I obviously extended. Where is it? 10 alien power matrix per minute. Yeah, we need quite a bit more. We need quite a bit more materials in my pack, but we will solve that. I don't know what I just hit. Pretty spacious, and I kind of like it because it's going to add to other things that we're going to do. But brings all materials in this corner. Brings it around. I think we have to bring more SAM into this place. Has the quantum entangulers to make the alien power matrix, but first we need to go unlock it. And I'm going to put that blueprint on my tracker. Just so I can gather everything. That is a chunky amount of materials. This thing, I barely ever go in this building. Oh, I'm all spaghetti-fied. Hold on a second. There we go. I can do like a crouch slide thing, and then you're fine. We gotta go up again. Learn to use stairs. Thank you. How many do we have? Why don't we have... Why aren't you producing more? Wait a minute. I have it gate. What the frig? This only feeds. This only. I am so confused. Why is this going down there? Yeah, that is an input. What is going on? That should be a splitter? And then that should fire back up again. After I upgrade a little bit of things here. What the f— Am I? Okay, so now it has stuff in it. So that splitter was just not connected properly. There we go. Okay, okay. I can get behind this stuff. It is so... okay, that is Mark 6. Sure. You're empty and you're empty. Okay. So how much we got in here? We have enough. Alright, Sam Flux is took care of. Oh, it just shows it off. Kudos for making it look cool. It's a nice blueprint. Let's see, we need fused frame. That is not the right one I'm looking for. This one is fused frame. Okay, we only need 50 more. We need radio units, which we should go to the bottom one here. If I pick the right level. There we go. Radio control units took care of. Coolants. Coolant. Thought there was a storage bin. I'm looking right at it. Never mind. Quick wire. In a metric ton of concrete. Quick wire. Done. Head over here. Grab a bunch of concrete. Done. So we have our alien power matrix ready to go. We just have to unlock it, which we are going to do. Ah, we need more. Yep, their anniversary thing's still going on.
Alien power matrix recipe unlocked. These disposable synthetic mimic artifacts increase power augmenter output by further stabilizing the Somerloop's connection to its energy harvesting location.
You grow shrines and engrave silent organs incompatible with the tapestry.
It is a beginning, far from an ending, a step in between.
Harmony.
I don't have any of the power augmenters, do I? Just thought about that. Yeah, I don't have any of the power augmenters. Huh. Stutter, stutter. Rotate. Hold. Hold. Nope, you're not holding. Come on. Thank you. Alright, where is all the inputs? Wow, it doesn't even like being nudged. Over there. Okay. Really not liking this blueprint. My PC is. No, I don't need a little bit of space if I want to bring stuff in on a train. Yeah, we'll do one more. Wow, that is a chunker of a blueprint. Alright, cool. I'm not past the death barrier just yet. Yeah, it comes with its floor, but I'm just gonna leave it with its own floor. They probably could definitely compact this, but I'm not gonna hold it against them. I think this is freaking awesome. Now, do I want it this close? Because I do have to bring in a couple things, so I'm actually going to kick this back a little bit. Maybe one more. I think that's pretty decent. Build her up. Yeah, don't mind the come on. Come on, blueprint. Come on, get the blueprint off my screen. Thank you. Hello, frame rate. Welcome back. That's pretty cool to watch, actually, still. Slowly. I'm waiting for the signs. I believe Sam is a big bottleneck for this blueprint. But we'll figure it out. Oh, now you're doing the piping. More particle accelerators. Superposition oscillators. And there's the alien power matrices. Sam fluctuator power shards, superposition oscillators, and excited protonic matter, which is just powers in a converter. That's just power into a converter. That's nothing. Oy boy. Alright, we can do this. We can do this. Power shards, though. Power shards. I didn't make one yet. 600 and 600. So she 1200 Sam. 1200 Sam. Again. 96 Criterium, 400 iron, 400 coal. That's actually like relatively easy. The reanimated Sam was at 900? 900 per minute. What the frig? Yeah, I'm doing 800 up top for that, but it's another like 1700 Sam a minute I need. There's no freaking way. 2700 aluminum clad sheets and crystal oscillators, 30. And 30 power shards. Easy, easy, easy. Everything is here. Scary, because I need a pure node of that. And I need... Oh my god, this is insane. I don't know if I can do this. That is a metric ton of reanimated Sam. That's insane. Yeah, I wasn't hesitating when I read that right. 900 per frickin' minute. Holy crap. Yeah, there's still Sam out there. Holy monkey. I'm gonna have to drone it. Make another drone port and bring in everything that I have. And make sure to label these drone ports that they're for their matrix only. What we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and this one it says it's clean, but it's on a train, which is fine. Or do I try to put all this stuff on a train and just have one big train collect everything? Which would be insane. Oh my god, if they're put. The throughput would be worse than a drone hub. I'm welcome for the challenge, though. I am welcome to the freaking challenge. Let's do it. Alright, so Sam is just gonna have to be done on train. That reanimated Sam is crazy, though. I wonder if I should have all the Sam that's left go to one port, make what I need, and then train it here. Well, I might as well just have it all come here and make it here then. We'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Anyway. Oscillators. Easy. I'll catch sheets. Easy. Yeah, it all seems to be pretty easy. But the main thing that we need to make them for inside Mr. Quantum Encoder here where is it? Well, first we need to make these. Fixonium, Trigon, and we are going to need to make these also. Time crystal, dark matter crystal, quartz crystal, and exotic protonic matter. All of that is like really easy. Minus this that requires more Sam. Oy vey. I don't want to cheat and take a shortcut route, which is actually really easy to do nowadays with this game. Where is my recipe for the Somersloops? See, there's a Mercer Spear. Make one of those. Sam, fluctuator, modular, crystal, and motors. That's fine. Where is your recipe? Okay, so it's not in the MAM that what I'm looking for. Right here. Liquefied alien power matrices. Automated Somersloops. I love it, and I really can't wait to use this recipe. And you'll find out why. And all of this is going to make sense. And I'll probably have to go back and amp everything up again. But now it's in here. Has to be in here. Yes, it is. Okay. 4 ballistic warp drives per minute. 4 AI expansions per minute. 4 Fixonium fuel rods. And 10 liquefied power matrices. And that's done in a converter. Alright, hold on. Yeah, we don't need you anymore. We're going to scoot you down. And we're going to need a converter. So you need 20 per minute. That monstrosity of a blueprint that is to my right only produces 10. That produces 10. The building to my right. Okay, so yeah, that's easily solvable. Easily solvable with some Somersloops. That gives me 10 per minute. Okay, never mind. Okay, so 20. But I can Somerloop this over here, hopefully, to give me my... Okay, yeah, see, that gives me 10. That gives me 10. That's the 20. All well and good. Fan-frickin-tastic. Yeah, I powered it up, so it's already produced an exotic protonic matter. So we're just going to leave those in there. We need to get rid of those. We need 10. That's an insane amount of dark matter residue. Which they have come over here and get converted along with all this stuff over here. And get sunk. But these actually use it, so I have it going off. I added a little checker to have it store and use it for other means and purposes. But that recipe is so expensive. I love it. It's awesome. I can't wait to do it. We need the ballistic warp drives, which require the dark matter crystals. Again, the superposition oscillators, which is we're gonna have a bin right there. We're gonna have the small manufacturer I have going is right over there. The singularities, obviously we have that done, but the yeah, thermal propulsion rockets are a little bit expensive. But this, the electricity, again with the superposition, the quantum computer, which I don't even have being made yet, and the magnetic drives, which, funny enough, are literally right over there being made and sunk. So that is perfect for that. Fluxonium fuel rod, we didn't get there yet. We will though. But we need at least 4 per minute, which should not be a problem with the nuclear setup that we have. And we can easily expand upon, because I'm using like 0 materials of what I'm supplying to it. It's amazing. With the alien power matrix, we got that took care of. Fluxonium rod, again, goes on plutonium waste. You need 10 singularity to make a fluxonium. And then the power shards, time crystals, dark matter, more dark matter, quartz, and exotic dark matter, which is just power. Then this makes this, which makes this, and it just loops on itself. So yeah, that is the plan. That is the chain of stuff that I want to make. But the best part, it might be the best part of this recipe. Do you notice any cost that's insanely high? $100K power per cycle. And it only makes 0.2 per minute. Per cycle. 100,000 megawatts. Up and down, up and down. And we could do this, which in turn only makes a half of one. And then in all else, you could do this, which I really want to see what the power is doing that. Can I please get this to hook up to something temporarily? I want to see if it actually converts the power consumption. It does not. Yeah, it doesn't even do it in here. Oh, that's a shame. Yeah, so we got a little bit to... I got a little bit of road ahead of me. It's going to be quite fun. But all we can do is take it one thing at a time. And I think the next thing is going to be power shards. You get them up, get them automated, you get this automated. Yeah. Most of this I can just do right here. Crystal oscillators, they're on a train? They're trainable. Alcat sheets are trainable. The coal, and the iron, and the criterium is... I have a pure node, and I think it is being... No, it's not even being used right next to the base here. We can use that. Plus I have the pure node up in the hill that's barely being used. That by the waterfall. It's just the SAM. The SAM, the SAM, the SAM, the SAM. But I will work on that off camera. That's going to take a lot of experimentation and tweaking to get the train to go where I need it to go to pick up everything. Pretty much about to set up my own little train line on top of the train line, so I can have its own separate train. If this makes any sense. So it can just keep stopping and adding to a train car. First stop, the front train car. Second stop, the second, the third, the fourth, and just have it keep going until it has a huge train filled up of SAM. And it comes back and it dumps everything it has here at the base. And I can just separate it. Or would I fill up enough that I can get the third port, which I don't think I'm going to, because trains are not that efficient. We will figure that out when we get there. That is a lot of stuff. That is quite a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't. Crystal oscillator, 2 per minute. Yeah, that's the one I have up top. Okay. What's this one? Time crystals. Now, do I piggyback off everything? Or do I have it? Yeah, we're just going to train stuff in. I'm not going to produce this stuff here. We're just going to... I have all those other factories set up. We're just going to train this stuff in. I'm not going to drone it. I want to train it. I want to train it. Oh, yeah, this is going to get interesting. And I got to worry about the power usage. We're going to start tapping out pretty soon. Heck, if everything was online and just awesome syncing everything, we would be in serious trouble. But this is going to be so freaking cool. I love it. It's awesome. Alright, so... coal, iron, deuterium. I'm actually going to back these up. I want to be able to actually see what I need to do. Okay, so that is that. Crystal oscillators train, Alcott sheets train. So that's already 2 trains. I could ship in the power shards, because the power shard that I want to use what do we have here? Oh, 50 per minute. Yeah, I need quite a bit more. This is that blueprint that's over there that I was messing around in. That gives me 50 per minute. I would need quite a lot of these in order to do the 50 per minute to get to 900. Quite a bit. Would stack them all on the roof. It's actually not a bad idea. But there is going to be a lot of aurora beams coming from the quantum entanglers, so I don't want to completely, what is it, large train mob integrated with storage for import export. I have no idea what another one I downloaded somewhere. Where is it? Cooling systems, drone hub. Alright, this is the one I was looking at. 55 per minute. Which is actually relatively easy, like relatively nice, because it's everything I need. Ultra compact, again, from the site. If I can learn how to do this, I would make my own. Like, I wouldn't even stack. I would... Bringing water outside of a blueprint is a pain in the ass. I mean, outside of water. Like, even the quantum entanglers are all stacked up on each other, which is pretty damn cool, but... This gives me 55 per minute, which is actually way more than what we need here, which is awesome. So just this one will be suffice. What do we need? Like 610 fluctuator, that's it? I have that in here. We do not. Why isn't that going up? Reanimated Sam. Thank you. Not. Wait, I need dimensional uploader. There we go. Technically, it only needs to be a Mark III. Because it only does 270. Well, this does 270. That caps out at 240. Alright, so you guys are not getting Sam, which is weird. Because you should be getting Sam. You're not getting Sam. Why aren't you getting Sam? Hello? Oh, you were getting Sam from here. Okay. Sam Coast. Okay, 600. You do this, which in turn supplies over here. And the time crystals. Okay. No, I could do this to make it worth my while, but I'm not going to. Yeah, I'm not going to. Because I am pretty much running out of them. If I had it automated, different story. But I do not. Oh yeah, the Trigons needs. I need so much frickin' Sam. It's ridiculous. We do have the train station underground. I just think that will be stop 1. And we'll go out to other train stations. I just have to add said train stations. Oy vey. Well, we have the blueprint. I think we're gonna build one of these. Don't know where. Maybe up here. Kind of like a display, if you can say that. If I can fit it up here. Yeah, I'm just gonna need to extend this just a hair. That took 10 of them. but it should be worth it. It is a free 500 power. Foss. It's about family. Very funny. Very, 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 very funny. Yep. It knocks your character out. You don't take fall damage, though. That's quite nice. Up we go again. Now if we do this, should be producing a flat 500. With the power boost of 50. So 550 on its own. So what if we connect it to the main power grid? A free 22,175 megawatts. And that's doing only a 10% boost. That's not bad. And you can just keep adding these, I believe. Yeah, I think you honestly just can keep adding these. I'm not going to keep this one. This is strictly for science. Yep, and then it boosts it again for another 10%. For another 22,000. Yeah, I'm not going to keep that one. That was just for science. Cool. When it's actually alien power matrix, it's pretty cool. These hands actually disconnect, and this thing kind of, and they shoot, this opens up and they shoot beams at it and it rotates. Looks really freaking cool. But yeah, we're gonna leave this episode here. I got a lot of planning I gotta do. And yeah, quite a lot of planning I gotta do. So I'm not just fumbling around and redoing and rebuilding and redoing and rebuilding stuff. But yeah, we're gonna leave this episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. Keep an eye on the channel. I'm gonna upload a couple games with no commentary. I'm just gonna play them and record them and play them. For those that just want to watch and don't listen to me amber. We're gonna try it out and see how they do. But again, thank you all so much for watching. Catch you all on the next one. Later.